What's up, everybody? This is Jimmy with Trading Decoded, and we are going to get into the Baby Account Challenge recap for week 3. First, this is a look at the account since we started it. The first trade being Monday, February 28th. So our starting balance, as you could see here, was $35.59. First trade, or trading day, brought us to 72.57, 106, and so on and so forth. Steady increases throughout the 3 weeks that we've been doing this. Now we're just finished up day 15 of trading. And you can see here, it's gone from 35.59 to 987.10. And I'm going to go ahead and show you the week for here. And that's what the week's growth looked like. Brought it up to 690 on the Monday, 724 on Tuesday. We had a good day on Wednesday, brought it up to 952. Took a bit of a hit on Thursday, brought us down to 857.31. And then Friday we closed out pretty strong, and the account now sits at $987.10. So what I'm going to do is go over quickly how we got there over the course of the week. I'll show you the trades that I took, but based on the Google Analytics, most people aren't watching the full lengths of these videos, so I'm going to try and speed it up a little bit, and then we'll go from there. And to put in perspective what happened, we started with $35 15 days ago. We're sitting at $987 now. That's an increase on the account of 2,720%. Pretty solid. So I'm going to go ahead and get this off the screen, and we're going to go ahead and bring up TradingView. All right, so for Monday, quickly, let me explain why I was buying puts during this time. It was the wrong thing to do at the time, but in hindsight, it ended up being the right thing to do. But my thought process was we were supposed to be getting the inflation expectation reports on this day. So I was buying puts in anticipation of the drop of that information, which was to come at 11 o'clock. And as you could see, at 11 o'clock in the morning on the dot, we never went up from there again. I was anticipating the market starting this sell-off prior to those reports. I was wrong. So I averaged down on these 4 puts, brought me in at $35 a piece. The unfortunate part is that when you buy options early in the morning, you're overpaying for anything that you're doing. Okay. On top of that, I was playing pretty far out of the money because it is a small account. And even though I had a nice low average, by the time we even got down to here, I was still underwater by $54. I took a loss on this trade. Now, in hindsight, had I held it longer, I probably would have at least been able to break even. But long and short of it is, I bought a put up here that was closer to the money, ended up selling it on the downtrend there, made $90. So it offset the loss of these 4 lesser expensive contracts. And like I say, I'm just going to put when I bought puts or calls and then when I sold them. I'm not going to go through and explain each trade, but this one needed to be put into context so you could see what was going on. All right, so we've gone over to Tuesday. I made one play on Tuesday. I bought calls and I sold it for $35. Pretty lackluster day. All right, now Wednesday, I made all good trades. I waited for my breakouts. I played by all the rules that I'm supposed to be playing by, and it turned out well. I made $232 on Wednesday. Now Thursday was an anomaly. I was at work, as I am every day, Monday through Friday, and I was getting ready to get into, this was supposed to be a put. I was getting ready to enter into calls. But my boss came in, scared the shit out of me, and I ended up being on puts. And because my default setting is 5 contracts, and before I hit send, I always knock it down to 1, I hit send on 4 puts, and very quickly after that, got out for a $97 loss. That ruined the rest of the day for me because that was a lot of my buying power. And I didn't want to risk taking any more losses after that. And it happened to be a relatively busy day for me at work. So instead of trying to fight that and getting back into it, I let it be what it was. All right. So we go over to Friday. Friday was a decent day also. We had a good day in Discord there. I spent a lot of time in the general chat, calling out what I was seeing, what we thought was going to happen. It was a good time. But anyway, here you go. Made 37, 21, 2. This was like a YOLO $50 call. Ironically, had I held that from here to when we closed, it ended up being worth $187. But I lost a lot. I left a lot of money on the table there. But I made up for it on the last of my buying power when it was clear to me that we were going to continue to move up, albeit slowly. It ended up taking off as witching hour or witching day was coming to a close. A lot of volatility, a lot of movement up towards the end of the day with people closing out of positions. So this one actually made the day much better. And I closed the day up $136 on Friday. And that brings us to the total profit for the week. Where is it? It was, what the fuck is happening? $397.85. All in all, it was a good time. We continue to have steady growth on the account. And I hope that those of you who are watching will continue to follow along as I will continue to do these videos weekly. And for those of you who are new to the channel, or those of you who have been existing viewers that have not yet subscribed, I would ask you to please do so. Also click that notification bell so you can be notified when I put up new videos. I try and put up new content every week. Oftentimes it's more than one per week. Lastly, if you're curious about how I trade SPY the way that I do, I'll go ahead and post a link to the video up there in the corner of the screen that explains it a little bit more detailed. And that's about it. I'm going to leave a link to our Discord down below, as well as a link to our Patreon so that you can support the community if you'd like. And there's also a referral link to TradingView down at the bottom. That's what I use for all my charting and doing everything that you just see on the screen. If you sign up using that link, we'll both get $30. Outside of that, we're going to close it up, and I will see you in the next one. See ya!